Hey Taurus, welcome to your December 2024 bonus reading. We're just going to go ahead and get started and jump straight in. I am doing a bonus reading just because it's too early to start the January monthly readings. So these bonus readings, it says for December 2024, but it's just because I'm doing it in December, if that makes sense. But it's just a bonus reading and a check-in for all the signs, an additional reading before we jump into the monthly January readings. I do want to announce though too, if you haven't heard, I am running a sale on my personal readings. All my personal readings at this time are 20% off. If you're curious or interested in that link will be down below in the description. Let's go ahead and keep going here, Taurus, and let's take a look. All right, you pulled this Vesta card. It says Hearth here, and I'm going to pull your tarot cards as I kind of get channeling here. You also pulled this card that says action, and it says it's time to release negativity, full moon and Scorpio card. Yeah, I think right now you're taking full accountability here and asserting yourself and defining things how you want them to be moving forward. And at the same time, you're choosing, I think the reason why is because you're choosing to release negativity, to let go of the negativity. And also Vesta in astrology, it represents like what you're investing in. But the things that will ignite your passion, that will help you reconnect to your soul, or help you deepen into your help you reconnect spiritually, and deepen your morality, deepen your faith, deepen your belief here. And Vesta is the sort of purging, right? It's the releasing of everything that is not spiritually aligned. So let's see here, and you even pulled the Lovers here for the overall energy. All right, let's see here, Taurus, what do we got? Okay. All right, Taurus. You did pull your own card here in the reading, the Hierophant. One thing I see you here struggling with a bit, something that's been challenging you, is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands, it's Mercury in Sagittarius, and right now we have Mercury in Sag. Mercury's been retrograde, but it just came direct very recently. And Mercury already is in detriment in Sag, and so when it's in retrograde, it can become even worse. But now since it's direct, it's not as bad as it once was. But Mercury in Sag does deal a lot with positive belief, positive thinking. Could also deal with ambition, wanting to grow and expand, the mind wanting to grow and expand. But there has been a lot of difficult energy astrologically to where that Mercury hasn't been really getting strength. So it could feel sometimes like, will I be able to accomplish these things? Will things turn out positively? Your belief could be challenged. I think you're really having to stay disciplined and devoted here and look at the bigger picture. That's what Sag is, it's like looking at the bigger picture of things. So let's go ahead and jump into your reading. You pulled this Vesta card, right? It says Hearth. As you can see, there's the pillars represent, the pillars represent support, and the fire represents morality, decisive energy, the spirit. And so everything I see you kind of doing here, or the things that's being highlighted, is really having to invest in your own self, or wanting to invest in your own self, especially on a spiritual level. Some of you could already be doing this. Some of you, this is what you do, but it's being emphasized here in the read. So there's this deepening of faith, of morality. You have this action card here. I think you're very much in an energy of action. I believe Mars is retrograde for you in your 4th house. So you can feel a little bit uprooted with Mars being retrograde in the 4th, right? The 4th house is our inner self, our emotions, our home life, personal life. Mars retrograde there could be bringing up a theme of, you could probably feel a little bit ungrounded. There's things here that you have to take action on when it comes to your foundation. your inner world, inner self, like just kind of really feeling like driven, like having to do things. You have this, it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio here. So you can definitely be purging and letting go of things at this time. Scorpio is a sign that does deal with transformation, so you could definitely be undergoing some type of transformation. I don't think it's like a big one. It could be. I don't have the death card here though, but it's some type of letting go and allowing something new to happen. You have the Four of Cups here in the position of the good stuff here. Now you may be wondering, like, how the hell is the Four of Cups a good card? Well, I think one of the things with the Four of Cups is things that once bothered you aren't really bothering you. And it's right beside the Vesta card. And Vesta, like I said, it's your inner world, your inner self. And as you can see, the cup is something external. He's not even interested in it. It's like he's interested more in the internal. Right? Not getting caught up in the material world of fulfillment. It's more so the internal. So you could be kind of really blocking out distractions. One of the good things here happening for you could be blocking out distractions. Right? And going more inward. You also pulled the Hierophant here in the position of the good stuff as well. Now, this is your card, Taurus, so you could probably be feeling this energy of really feeling connected back to your nature. Taurus, you're a sign that deals with enduring prosperity, right? Beauty, enjoyment, pleasure, love. Also, the Hierophant deals with morality as well. And the pillars on it represent support, which is also the same pillars that are on the Vesta card. And the Hierophant also deals with guides, teachers, wisdom, things that help you grow and expand and become a better individual. Some of you could be teachers and guides. Some of you could be learning from a teacher or a guide at this time who's helping you here cultivate strong belief to initiate things or to continue forward in your life, but helping you grow and evolve. And it could be both at the same time. You could be a guide and learning. So you have the Lovers here for the overall energy. Yeah, the Lovers does deal with love. And I pick up slightly love in your field. But I think the Lovers here, one of the main things that I get with this Lovers is that the Lovers deals with the union of self, to where there's no parts of yourself that are fragmented, disconnected, out of alignment. Now, there may be some parts of yourself that's fragmented, out of alignment, disconnected, but the Lovers being the overall energy, what you're doing the work that's necessary for you to unify all these things, right, and come back into alignment with your divine essence. Right. Also, I see the Lovers as divinity, accessing your divinity, the connection to you and the divine, right, and feeling that wholeness, that harmony. You have the Ten of Pentacles here in your current energy at this time. There could definitely be an emphasis on home and work, both. Ten of Pentacles as well, I always say it's your long-term goals, legacy. Ten of Pentacles also deals with establishments, businesses. So some of you could run your own business, have your own, it could be your career too. It could be focusing on your career at this time. But legacy, right? Ten of Pentacles is what's the legacy here that you're working toward? Because I think that's what you're working toward, is legacy. And legacy is all areas, right? Relationships, family, career, all aspects. You have the Eight of Wands here in your challenge, and then you have the Ten of Wands as your advice. Yeah, Eight of Wands in the challenge, just trying to find that positive belief, trying to stay motivated. Could definitely feel pretty heavy, especially the Ten of Wands as the advice. Ten of Wands says, have faith and belief in yourself, and no matter how heavy it gets, as long as you have a strong reason why for what you're doing, you'll be able to make it to the finish line. So I think your advice is to stay devoted and disciplined here to what it is that you believe in. And yes, it's going to feel like a burden, but this is the burden that you chose to carry, right? It's accountability, responsibility. So like, for instance, I'll give you an example. Let's just say you chose to start a business. Well, that comes with a lot of fucking responsibility. And you have to hold yourself accountable. And sometimes it can feel like a lot, but you chose to take up that burden, that responsibility, right? And so you carry that weight. But I think you'll be able to, I think though with with this being in the advice position is that I don't think this is anything that you can't handle. It's just having to see things through, right? You have the Knight of Pentacles here in the future position. I actually like this Knight of Pentacles. Even though the Knight of Pentacles can be a boring card in the tarot, the Knight of Pentacles is, there's an energy of, especially with the Ten of Pentacles, the work that you're doing, the foundation that you're laying, the step-by-step process that you're going through. You're creating something that will prosper, but not only prosper, that will endure, right? And so let's just say, for instance, things are moving a little bit slow, or they're not moving as fast as you would like. It doesn't matter, because the work that you're doing, in time, it's going to thrive. And so with the Page of Pentacles being here in the outcome position, I see you getting the rewards back based upon the work and the effort that you're putting into things. Page of Pentacles is about being studious, paying attention to detail, applying yourself, putting in effort, and you're creating and building here, and being able to see the reflection of the hard work as well. And I think that's going to make you happy. That's why what all the yellow is in this card. It's like enthusiasm, like, okay, yeah, like this is, you're feeling positive. You have the Queen of Swords here in the position of something you're unaware of that you need to be aware of here. I'm gonna have to clarify that, but before we do, we're going to pull your oracle cards. Pull this transits card. It says climate. Yeah, this card deals with the transits going on right now astrologically, and I think the transits at this time, where we're at in time, transits, the window of time where we're at, with the Vesta card as well, Spirit's pulling you inward. You're having to go in, right? The external. It's not that it's going away or that it needs to go away, but in order for you to really find that lover's energy, in order for you to really find that harmony, fulfillment, wholeness, it's going to come from internal. You did pull this potential card here as well. Yeah, I mean, I think you have a lot of potential, right? I know you hear that all the time, but Eight of Wands being in the challenge, it is about believing in your potential. Sometimes you may second guess yourself or doubt yourself. That's why faith is a big part, like needing to have faith, right? And be confident. What is confidence? Well, it's with faith. That's what it means. Fidence means faith. It's with faith. So I think you need to act with faith, move with faith. Yeah, and you also have this, your commitment is being tested, and this is the first quarter moon here. Yeah, first quarter moon, it's a square, right? So it feels, and actually when I'm doing this reading right now, believe it or not, we're not in the first quarter moon, but we're in the third quarter moon, but it's still a square going on. And the square aspect between the sun and the moon can be this disharmony to where the sun and the moon are at odds. And the lovers, well, what's at the top of the lovers? It's the sun. And what is the moon? It's your emotions, your inner world, your the way you feel. But when it's a trine between the sun and the moon, you feel that harmony, that wholeness, that consistent rhythm, the connection to the divine, right? Feeling that divine happiness or harmony or just alignment. But when there's a square, it's out of alignment. So you're having to make adjustments here to bring things back into alignment. But sticking to your commitment, that's also the Ten of Wands. Clarify the Four of Cups here. You have the Queen of Swords here again, and you have it here down here in the position of something you're unaware of that you need to be aware of here. I think you should listen to, with this being in the position of the good stuff, I think you should, I think, this is interesting, because I feel like there's a balance going on here to where, this kind of reminds me of, well, I don't want to get off track, but there's a balance going on to where you're having to listen to your intuition, but also you're having to adjust to what the external is showing you as well, like what the environment is having you adapt to. Does that make sense? But with this being in the position of the good stuff, for one, I think with the Queen of Swords, distractions, things that will detract you, things that have been distracting you. I see you having more focus and being more inwardly focused, to where the external the material world isn't having a strong effect on you. Clarify the Hierophant here in the position of the good stuff. You have the Four of Pentacles here. Some of you could be completing something here, especially if it's like a course or something. Hierophant, Four of Pentacles. Some of you could be purchasing a course. Some of you could be obtaining information or wisdom here. You're getting something. The resource here that you're getting is wisdom, education, knowledge, something here that's going to aid you with your ambitions or whatever your ventures are. Excuse me. Clarify the Lovers for the overall energy. Pull the Sun. Well, there it is. I knew it. See, y'all just think I'd be saying shit. I know what I'd be saying. The Lovers and the Sun together. This is harmony, peace, finding that emotional fulfillment, and also the reconnective energy, like reconnecting back to your spirit, the Sun, your being, right? And accessing your higher self with the Sun and the Lovers. Some of you may hear news about pregnancy, or if there's something about kids here. But it's a good thing with the Lovers and the Sun being the overall energy. Some of you, yeah. But for the ones that don't have kids, right, or it's not anything to do with children, I think here that maybe this is you really connecting back to your inner child. I know you may hear that a lot, but I think, it's the unifying of the fragmented, disowned parts of yourself and integrating them, and I feel like it's making you feel more whole and complete and making you feel more happy and alive. Clarify the Ten of Pentacles. You have the Three of Cups here. And your current, some of you could have Leo in your chart. Some of you could be at like a Venus and Taurus with a Leo placement. I think here this Ten of Pentacles, Three of Cups in your current energy. Yeah, I think right now family and community and could be something that you're focusing on at this time. I mean, it is the holiday season, so that makes a lot of sense. But I think I'm gonna pull one more on this because I'm kind of curious. Pulled the Six of Cups here. I think you're about to start feeling a lot more love here towards, not that you weren't feeling it before, but there is this appreciation and gratitude here that I sense you cultivating or feeling around this time. And it makes sense, like if you live in the States, it's probably could be because of the holidays and stuff like that, but yeah, it doesn't have to be. Clarify the Eight of Wands in the challenge. You have the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you have the Knight of Pentacles here twice. It's in the future position, but you also have it here in the challenge with the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is the height of ambition. It's like when you want things to hurry up and flow, like fly forward. But the Knight of Pentacles is the reality, right? Like things take time to develop and progress. But as long as you just stay devoted and disciplined here with the Ten of Wands toward what it is that you believe in, and stick to your responsibilities of things, things will move forward. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles in the future. You have the Hangman here. Yeah. Knight of Pentacles in the challenge is things feel stuck, slow, stagnant. You don't feel like they're moving that much. The Hangman, the Knight of Pentacles, well, things start to move. And it could be slow. But I almost kind of get this Knight of Pentacles as you, towards like you are a sign that does move slow. And that's not a bad thing, right? But I think here with the Hangman, by you like letting go of expectation, letting go of control, or expectation or control, is like now things are starting to move. Clarify the Page of Pentacles and the outcome. You have the Two of Pentacles here. Yeah, things are starting to move. And also think that you're starting to make actual real changes. Not to say that you're not making changes now, but it's just the changes here, the adjustments that are required, and you being able to navigate those Two of Pentacles practically, effectively. Clarify the Ten of Wands as your advice. You pulled the Seven of Swords here. Clarify the Queen of Swords here. You pulled the Seven of Wands here. I'll be careful not to let pride get in your way. Aries kind of have the same energy. Queen of Swords, Seven of Wands in the position of something you're unaware of. Seven of Wands is Mars and Leo, and it is retrograde. It is in your 4th house as well, so you throw Mars and Leo retrograde. The shadow side of Leo would be pride. Can be kind of autocratic, dominant, especially with it being Mars. Mars being there in the 4th house of, you know, emotional, like your emotions. I would just be aware of that and not take things up personally. Yes, you know, Queen of Swords, Seven of Wands is about setting effective boundaries and standing up for yourself and all that stuff, but not becoming too, you know, not overdoing, if you get what I'm saying. I think with the Ten of Wands and the Seven of Swords being your advice, for one, when it comes to the things that you're doing, yes, stick to them. Seven of Swords as well. The ego's expectation. I think that's what's going to be something here that challenges you, because your ego may want it to be this way or may want it to go that way. But the Seven of Swords would be the sacrificing of oneself, right, for the greater good of things, and not letting the ego get too attached to, you know, a selfish way of wanting things. So I think that's just something to pay attention to and be aware of. But otherwise than that, I like your read here, Taurus. So that's what I got for you. I'm gonna leave your reading here. If you want to book a personal reading with me, again, that link will be down below in the description. My readings are on sale at this time. They are 20% off, all of them. Again, that link will be down below. If you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to do so. And if you liked the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button for me. Otherwise than that, Taurus, I'm wishing you the best, and I'll see you in your next video.